is the penetrometer reading. Now there's Tycoon linking in, and the field is set to go, and now on its journey over the 1700, and Jergo Bay ridden out of the stalls, bounded in front from Fibber settling second, Carner Square moving into third placing, Tycoon on the outside, and Bridgehouse on the rail as last of the 5 runners when they head up towards the 1400. Jergo Bay just the leader, Tycoon moving up to just about jointed on the outside, giving Fibber a trail a length and a quarter away, 2 lengths to Carner Square on the outside and Bridgehouse back on the rail. Tycoon working to the lead in the early stages of the race now, and although not going quickly, he has established a length and a half break on Fibber at the 1200. Jergo Bay is a neck away on the inside, and then 2 lengths to Carner Square, who's on the outside of Bridgehouse last of all, only about 5 lengths covering the field at the most. They're going to the 1,000-metre mark, and Tycoon trying to steady off now, only a length in front of Fibber. On the rails is Jergo Bay, and Carner Square's a neck away fourth on the outside, with Bridgehouse a length and a half behind the lot of them. They're coming up towards the 800-metre mark, and Tycoon 3/4 on Fibber, a length and a half Jergo Bay, and a neck then to Carner Square in fourth, with Bridgehouse 2 lengths away as they came to the turn. The last 300 or 400 metres has been run pretty slowly. Might be a bit of a sprint home here at the 600 nearing the turn. Tycoon just a half in front of Fibber, who's travelling okay on the outside. Carner Square, Rawilla pulls out wide. Jergo Bay came out under its neck and pushed him about 4 wide when they corner, and it's Fibber up to Tycoon at the 400 metres, 2 lengths to Carner Square, Jergo Bay and Bridgehouse on the inside. Fibber just the leader at the 300. Tycoon kicking back a length and a half. Carner Square, who's under the whip. Bridgehouse is angling for a run on the inside. Anything can win at 150 to go. Tycoon's kicking back, and Fibber, Jergo Bay and Carner Square on the outside, and Bridgehouse the rail. Look at this. Jergo Bay has again hit the front on the outside, and Jergo Bay wins it from Bridgehouse on the rails and Carner Square out wide, and then Tycoon and Fibber, at only about a length at the most, would have covered the entire field at the finish. Jergo Bay, Matthew Gibbon, and he's charged through it, helping settle things down, and they're set now, ready to go. Off. Royal Joker from 5 began fast and wants to come to the grandstand. Modesta and Ulrico away fast down on the inside, heading towards the flat side rail. And over on the grandstand side, Rory's Power was well served, and so too was Rocky Jester. Card Queen is showing some pace as they settle down. Card Queen, Rory's Power, and also there is Rocky Jester showing pace, and just behind them as they settle down is Royal Joker, settling about fourth on the grandstand side from Grand Parade and Gotham Ruler. Go on spending against the rail, followed by Sabansky. Formula last of the horses down on the grandstand rail on the flat, and it's Follow the Maestro in front of Ulrico, Modesta under pressure, and Stage Princess last of the quartet on the flat side rail. Out on the grandstand, and Card Queen the leader, with Royal Joker chasing. Rory's Power's not going on. It's Card Queen the leader overall, well clear from Royal Joker trying hard, and then Grand Parade and Ulrico on the flat side, but Card Queen is going to absolutely walk in. A double forget. Card Queen wins it well from Royal Joker. Formula charging home, grab third. First 3 down the grandstand rail ahead of Grand Parade. Ulrico easily winning the flat side, but has missed a place. It was in front of Follow the Maestro, Modesta and Stage Princess down on the flat side rail. Gotham Ruler was next on the grandstand side from Go On Spending. Rory's Power didn't go to the line, followed by Rocky Jester and Sabansky last. Nearly ready to go. Neville Wilson's one ride for the day is on Fighter Commander goes in, and we await now Rich Theme to move up into its gate down near the inside, and we'll have them ready to go. Gallopini, a promising galloper. It's an outside barrier and a big lift in the weights today. Ready to go, and off and racing Down on the inside, Dacos began well ahead of Bell Cab. The favourite Gallopini into stride very fast is whipping up towards the leaders, followed then by Rain Danzig, and going through Rich Theme in the early part, and Brassy Jim is settling just behind them. Aerodyne is going forward when they settle down now, and here it's Bell Cab hunting through on the inside to lead. In second placing Rich Theme, and in third spot then Danzig Raider on the outside. Forced to do a bit of work and might run to the lead now, and does so. 2 lengths to Dacos, fourth on the inside of Aerodyne. 3 lengths to Brassy Jim. A neck away to the favourite Gallopini on the outside. 2 Voluto, a neck to O'Joy. 2 lengths further back in the field is Ferndale, followed by Notice Me. Well strung out field. Next is Mowat Man on the inside, and Fighter Commanders last of all. Nearing the home turn, Danzig Raider after doing a bit of work led a half length to Rich Theme. 2 lengths to Bell Cab. Aerodyne is fourth. Fifth on the rails is Dacos. Then Brassy Jim and Gallopini working it on the outside. Voluto is coming wide. They're clear of O'Joy, Notice Me, Ferndale, Mowat Man second last, and about 4 lengths to Fighter Command when they swing around the home corner. And Danzig Raider under the whip is headed off immediately now by Rich Theme. In turn, Bell Cab a bit wider out. Gallopini hasn't been let go and he's coming at them. Dacos gets a run through, one off the fence to come with him, and then Voluto out wide. Gallopini asked for the big run now at the 300. Drew about a length in front of Dacos, who's sticking to him well. They're followed then by Voluto, O'Joy and Brassy Jim on the rail, but Gallopini opening up on the last 150. Went away 3 lengths now from Dacos and Voluto, then O'Joy, and Gallopini, a promising galloper in the making, wins it well. It's Gallopini first, probably Dacos just grabbing second from Voluto and O'Joy. In behind them came Brassy Jim, followed by Aerodyne and Mowat Man, a gap to Notice Me. He was followed then by Ferndale, who never came into the fray, and behind him was Bell Cab, and they're trailed by Rich Theme, and then came Danzig Raider, who weakened badly, and a very bad last, Fighter Command. Number 2, Gallopini, the winner, ridden by Brett Preble. All in. French Clock, the favourite, drawn in gate number 5, and they're off. French Clock in the middle of the line began okay. Demucci down in 1 began fast, and they're all coming to the grandstand side this occasion. Respect the Raj is going like the wind and found the outside rail very quickly. Respect the Raj, the grey led Minesweeper. Grey Elder going forward, and so is Captain Cortez ahead of it up to the leaders with Pyramid Boy. Demucci close to the middle of the course. French Clock set off the pace and about 4 away from the rail. He's over on the outside there from Grey Elder, and then Perfect Possession. And El Barak is last of all. They're heading to the 600 metres now, and it's Captain Cortez going quickly and leading a length and a half or 2 on Respect the Raj, Minesweeper, Pyramid Boy and Demucci close to the middle of the track. They're clear of French Clock, and then there's a gap to Grey Elder, Perfect Possession, and El Barak is last. Captain Cortez at the 400 metres, led by a length and a half to Minesweeper and Respect the Raj on the outside rail. French Clock has had to change course to come after them, followed by Demucci. Captain Cortez at the 200, being tackled now by French Clock and Respect the Raj. Captain Cortez, French Clock is coming home strongly, takes the lead, 100 to go. French Clock now from Respect the Raj, Captain Cortez, and French Clock, the favourite, draws away. French Clock wins it well from Captain Cortez or Respect the Raj. A photo for the miners, clear of Minesweeper, a gap to Perfect Possession, Grey Elder, El Barak, Demucci dropped out, and Pyramid Boy dropped out to finish last of all. Favourite getting home, number 4, French Clock, ridden by Peter Merton, sat up, lead the line-up at the 1400, and they're set to go. All in 1400 metres. Couple of attendants climbing in, but the starter hits the button, sends them on their way. Desert Mistral and El Harik a little slow to move. El Hamra and one of the first out, Dual Strike, pouncing on the lead immediately, but he's being headed off now by Lord Leo and also Duke of Westbury, who began fast. Lord Leo led Duke of Westbury, won Dual Strike. Our Savard up to 4th, followed then by Eastern Court. Racy Dancer next to the outside, and a length and a half to Shamrock Door. 2 lengths to Leg Spin over on the inside from Alpha Warrior, Time Scale 3 deep. 2 lengths to Square Wheels, followed then by Carrier Till, Supreme Yossel, Desert Mistral and El Hamra is last of all by the 800 metres. Racy Dancer working Lord Leo, and they lead 2 lengths. Duke of Westbury has a lovely drop on the pace. In third position, a length and a half to Dual Strike, and then Our Savard. Shamrock Door on the outside, 1 to Eastern Court, Time Scale. Leg Spin a good way back on the rail from Alpha Warrior, Square Wheels, and then Carrier Till. Desert Mistral, one of the last from Supreme Yossel, and El Hamra last under the whip. Racy Dancer takes the lead on the outside of Lord Leo. folio. Duke of Westbury's had the perfect run and has now popped the question, although he hasn't let him really go. Leg spinners diving through near the inside, coming home well, and then Our Savate and Timescale the outside. Duke of Westbury the leader. Eastern Court and leg spin on the rail. Our Savate and Timescale on the outside from Alpha Warrior. Our Savate takes the lead at the 100, but Timescale coming at it. Duke of Westbury leg spin fighting back. Timescale the outside. Timescale goes home the best and wins it. Timescale beat, I'd say, leg spin second. Photo third between Our Savate, Duke of Westbury and Alpha Warrior. Clear then of Eastern Court, and they were trailed further back then by Shamrock Door, Supreme Yossel. Then came Square Wheels, Dual Strike, Alhambra, Lord Leo Weekend, and so did Racy Dancer, and that's to be expected. Desert Mistral towards the end, and Carrier Till last of all. Timescale has come home the best to win the race, and it's a photo for the miners in the time of... Madame Perec goes in. Away and ready. Race 6 out of Flemington, set to go. On their way now, Petite Jeunesse jumped well with Cap the Moon. Madame Perec was a bit slow and drops across their heels onto the rails in the early part. Sly Sandra, one of the first to bounce out, is headed off immediately by Goes Off. Goes Off goes to the lead at the 1600, 2 lengths to Sly Sandra, 3 lengths to Minotaur Miss. About a length and a half, Petite Jeunesse. Going forward, Shahira out 3 wide there when they run to that turn at the 1400. They're followed by Strictly Jazz and Madame Perec getting up on the inside. One to Clinker travelling out wide. Then Magic Love, Cap the Moon and Belonga dropped out to be last of all. Goes Off the leader from Sly Sandra by 3/4 of a length. Then Shahira a length and a half away in third placing from Minotaur Miss. Over on the inside, Petite Jeunesse. More than 2 lengths, Madame Perec on the inside, followed by Strictly Jazz and one to Clinker being wide most of the way. A length to Magic Love, Cap the Moon, and a length and a half to Belong at the back of the field by the 1,000 metres now. Goes Off a neck in front of Sly Sandra, who wants to over-race a bit on the outside. 2.5 lengths back is Shahira. Minotaur misses fourth, 1.5 Petite Jeunesse. They're followed then by Strictly Jazz, a half away to Clinker, and 1.5 back then is Madame Perec on the inside when they neared the turn, followed by Magic Love, Belong, and 2 lengths to Cap the Moon under pressure at the back of the field. Sly Sandra strode up, out wide on the course, and has taken the lead now from Goes Off when they come around the home corner. They've gone pretty hard though. Shahira in third placing, followed by Petite Jeunesse. Minotaur Miss, Clinker's been wide but is starting to run on. Belong got turned sideways there, but she is putting in the claim when they come to the 300 metre mark now, and it's Sly Sandra the leader. Big Drifter in the betting, leads by 2 lengths. Coming home well, Clinker, followed by Petite Jeunesse, running home on the inside, then Goes Off. Madame Perec is battling. Sly Sandra is still the leader, 2 lengths to Clinker, trying hard. Sly Sandra in front though. Craig Williams looking for his first winner back. Clinker's digging hard, but Sly Sandra won it by a neck to Clinker. 5 lengths away third. Give it a Goes Off, and a photo from Strictly Jazz. Not much between them. Petite Jeunesse is between those 2 horses. Then Madame Perec, trailed by Magic Love, Minotaur Miss, Belong. She has finished towards the tail end of the field after getting a bump at the turn. Shahira, one of the last to go over the line, and Cap the Moon has been a disappointing last. Sly Sandra is the winner, number 4. So instant to move into gate 6, and we've got him. Does that now, so the field is ready. 1,100 metres. Off now, and Persuasion began fast with Southlands towards the outside. Yarramus got away okay, and Socket Babe out in a hurry. Instant jumped all right. In behind those Metal Ice going across their heels, and so too in the early stages Ernestina. They're heading towards the 800 metres, and Tycoon Princess is going down the middle of the course, the widest runner. Now against the outside rail, Persuasion lands in front now from Socket Babe in the pink sleeves, up in second placing. Yarramus is just behind them, followed by Lindenark and Tycoon Princess near the middle of the course. Southlands tracks the leader from Powery Miss. Instant isn't far away from the leaders. They're followed then by Under Pressure is Ernestina. Behind them is Metal Ice, and back last of all is now Pixie Melody. They're reaching the 300 metres. Persuasion against the rail, but Yarramus is claiming it quickly. Yarramus raced up to join Persuasion. Socket Babe, Powery Miss trying to get into the clear. Ernestina the widest runner. It's Yarramus in front of Persuasion. 100 to go. Yarramus, Persuasion's kicking back on the rail. Yarramus just the leader though from Persuasion, who's trying hard. Yaramis, Persuasion lunges, maybe Yaramis from Persuasion. Photo third, Ernestina or Southlands. They're followed by Instant, and then came Socket Babe, Powery Miss. Back behind those to finish in the race was Tycoon Princess, and then Metal Ice. Socket Babe has finished a long way back in the field in company with Lyndon Ark. Gray and Yuvraj. Now the field is set. Yuvraj has gone up 2,000 metres and they're on their journey. Shenton Street missed it about 2 lengths or so. Otherwise, a good dispatch, and Tristram Power, one of the first out from Rapid Response, Casco Bay. Privy Council on the outsiders with the first 3 or 4 when they settle down, and then Emma Glow behind these, Zabuan, followed by Yuvraj going forward wide out, and then Fasato Chobi, what a great guy, 2 lengths to Shenton Street, and Arden Street is last of all. 1,600 to go now, and Privy Council had worked across the field to take up the running, 1.5 lengths in front of Emma Glow. Tristram Power having a good run on the pace early is third on the rail, followed by Casco Bay. Yuvraj doing some work to get up into a more prominent role, but racing 3 wide. About 1.5 lengths behind them, Rapid Response, 2 lengths to Zabuan, 1.5 lengths for Sato. What a great guy, and Chobi together in a bunch, and they're followed then by Arden Street outside Shenton Street. Privy Council at the 1,200 metre mark made the running, 1.5 lengths in front of Emma Glow. 1 length away to Yuvraj, who's inclined to pull a bit third. 1.5 Tristram Power, fourth the inside of Casco Bay. 2 lengths Zabuan outside Rapid Response, about 1.5 lengths for Sato, who's racing 3 deep around Chobi, and then what a great guy on the rail, and Shenton Street inside Arden Street are the last 2. Coming down the side, Privy Council led at the 800 metres. Amaglow is second, Yuvraj is third. About 2 lengths back is Tristram Power. The grey Casco Bay and Zabuan is coming around the outside of them. 2 lengths further back for Sato. Rapid Response on the fence. Then Chobi ridden along at this point from Arden Street, Shenton Street, and what a great guy on the rails. They swing the corner, and Privy Council first into the bend. Flattened for the run-in, being tackled by Yuvraj, and then 3 lengths to Tristram Power, Casco Bay. Then Zabuan under the whip, and Fasato running on down the outside. It's a Privy Council and Yuvraj together, 300 to go. Fasato is still unwinding its run from Tristram Power. Yuvraj and Privy Council at the 200 with Fasato running on. Now Rapid Response in the clear, coming home well. Fasato raced up on the outside, dashed to the lead. Rapid Response is coming through on the inside of it. Fasato's clear though, and Fasato racks up a winning double for Craig Williams. Beat Rapid Response. Photo third, either Yuvraj or Zabuan. Clear of Arden Street, a gap Privy Council, followed by Tristram Power. Couldn't go on after a good run. Next Chobi, followed by Casco Bay, who again weakened. Shenton Street, Amaglow, and what a great guy last of all. Fasato winning for the first time on a dry track.